It's the lunatic from the woods here, out here in the middle of the woods, soaking up that sun. Beautiful sunny day. I'm going to talk a little bit about self-preservation. This is kind of like a big one. I notice like how deep this goes. I mean, this is like your number one thing, your number one hook. Like, this is the number one tie. I mean, anytime your life is threatened or anything, if you're married and you lose your job, you really think that woman, and she ties your income to her self-defense, her self-preservation. Do you really think she's going to stick around or want to stick around? She's going to try to get out, or she's going to do everything in her power to get you out and working again so she could protect herself. This is a self-defense mechanism. This is God's game. This is what this is. So, I mean, for the people that hold like resentment and stuff, you don't really want to hold resentment. I mean, this is just a self-defense mechanism in people's brains. The second one down is your need and your want to procreate. That's why I talk about like semen retention. That's like the number two hook. Above that is like is self-preservation. Even if it's just like supplementary income. Even if you're with a woman and you're buying her stuff and stuff like that, and it's supplementary income, and the woman that you're with is like really materialistic, she's gonna tie that to her self-preservation. And it's gonna be like the end of the world if she can't, buy 50,000 shoes and handbags and clothes and makeup and stuff like that. If you're buying a bunch of stuff for her and she gets used to that, and then somehow ties that into her self-preservation, that could wreak real havoc. But I mean, the end goal is, you just want to accept it, that this is God's game, and this is God's software that he put in you, to act and think this way and everything like that. Really crazy stuff. I mean, there's actually been people that have tried to pull apart my family over that, because they needed me to do something for them, and I realized that it was just self-preservation. They were just trying to preserve themselves. They were afraid they needed my help because, they might get hurt or something, and they wanted me to leave my family to go help them, and I was just like, I'll never do that. Really crazy stuff. So really good stuff to be aware of. A lot of people get really resentful because they're like, how could the woman do that? Or how could they, do this? I mean, if you're providing them with a certain lifestyle, I mean, and that lifestyle goes away, they're going to feel threatened. And that's like the number one hook in you is self-preservation. Semen retention, I mean, I talk about that a lot. That's like the number two hook. I mean, if you could get rid of that, it's just about like not identifying with this physical form. I mean, that's kind of like the end game. That's kind of like where I want to go with it. People do like all kinds of weird things, like, superficial things, like the way they look and stuff, and they want to grow more hair, and they want that glow from semen retention and the women attraction and stuff like that. I feel like that stuff does come, but I don't really I don't really care about that. I know how much of a short period of time that we're on this earth for. And I mean, just being at the age that I am, like, I'm going to be dead soon. I mean, you know, people don't really live that long. We're only here for a short period of time. And all that stuff, like all the materialism, the lusting and stuff, the self-preservation, that's like a deep one, the self-preservation. I mean, if you could get away from that, I feel like 99% of all people are tied to that. I mean, like, if you threaten their life or something, I mean, they're going to do all kinds of horrible things, to preserve themselves. They're going to come at you with every form of manipulation, like just everything, in order to preserve themselves. Like, I've seen it. It gets crazy. Like, the things people will do and the things they'll say and everything. But if you could loosen that grip up a little bit, you'd be happier. You'd be more at ease. The same thing with the urge to procreate, with all the lusting, and that's in your face. I mean, that's why like everything is so over sexualized, because like it's the perfect thing. I mean, like, of course it's gonna sell. I mean, that's like your number 2 thing, that the reason why people are like alive, or why they want to stay alive, to procreate. And then the number 1 thing is to keep yourself here. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna, I mean, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You have to try to accept it the best that you can, and you got to try to get away from these things, and because they're hooks, they're ties. They're tying you to this short period, this short little life that we're here, this short little span that we're here on this earth. So yeah, I hope you guys like that little rant on self-preservation. Really big hook. So try not to be too resentful. You got to take in consideration that someone's life might be threatened by the things that you're doing, or the things that you're taking away from them. So yeah, a lot of guys get really resentful if they lose their jobs, and their wives want to leave them, and their girlfriends want to leave them because they can't buy that many things anymore. Or it might not even be that. It might be based on like their survival. Like, they might actually not have money for food. So there's all different kinds of like levels to it. It's just something to be aware of. It's God's game. There's not that many people that have transcended that. I really believe it's like 1%. But that's kind of like the end goal. That's what I think anyway with all this. So like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my shop. I got a journal up there. I'll put a cool journal up there. Journaling's always fun. It helps me. It helps relax me and everything. It's very therapeutic. You guys have a blessed day, and that's all I have.